The rule of thumb for MBA. In India specifically, the mindset of mainly even commerce students when they're in college is always that, okay, in my 3 years of BCom or now maybe 4 years of BCom, I'll figure, I'll attend college, I'll get good marks, and then I'll study for my MBA, which will really be the valued qualification, the valued degree for the industry, for the market. And then I'll get a 10 lakh, 20 lakh rupee job, etc., etc. This is a wrong mentality. First and foremost, remember, MBA is great. It's probably the best degree if you do it from the top 20 MBA institutes in India or the top 20 institutes in the world. The difference between what you can earn from, or including reputation, not just salary, if you do it from the 20th top institute and the 21st top institute, there is going to be this massive gap. The top 20 is what all of you who must be thinking about MBA are what y'all are envisioning and y'all are hoping will happen to your career if you attend the top 20. For example, obviously the IIMs in India, many of them, not all of them by the way, but IIM A, B, C, L, which is Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Lucknow, these are obviously the top IIMs. We have ISB in Hyderabad, we have SP Gen, we have XLRI, we have Jamnalal Bajaj. These are very coveted and valued MBA degrees in India. If you do it from here, it's great. If you do it from a tier 2 MBA college, you will really not get the value you think, right? If you're a normal graduate in commerce, having done nothing else, let's say your salary package is 4 lakhs. If you do an MBA from an okay institute, a tier 2 or tier 3 institute, it might become 5 or 6, but it won't become 10 or 20. But if you do it from an IIM, obviously it shoots up to 20, 30, maybe even 40. And there are always exceptions, right? You can go way above and sometimes way below. If you go overseas, you might think that, I know many students, kid themselves that it's for studies. But if you don't do it from the top 20 institutes, you're only going to enjoy, and that's fine. But be very self-aware that you'll try and do networking, you'll try and get the most out of it. But essentially, it's an experience, it's a break. And I've known more of my friends who have studied abroad, come back and basically done the same things they would have done had they not gone abroad, right? So you'll have to balance all these thoughts out. Do you want to spend 50 lakhs, 1 CR, 2 CR, have a great time and maybe learn a few things? People say, I'll stay there and earn, but it's not that easy. And even if it is, right, if you're independent, if you're trying to recover, it'll take you a while. And of course, within that also, there is a decent chunk who actually recover the money, pay off loans, for example, if you've taken one, and then have a decent career. For many people, a good MBA institute actually elevates their career, but not for everybody. If you do it from a tier 3 institute, if you do a part-time MBA, you do an online MBA which is not recognized, you're not going to get anywhere. So guys, this is the rule of thumb for when you're thinking about MBA institutes in India, when you're thinking about it as a student. Please be all I'm suggesting is just be self-aware. In spite of all of this, when you have no option, please go ahead and do it. Put it on your CV, but don't expect miracles because there is no easy way out. Instead, if you're watching this when you're a little young, maybe in college, I urge you guys to pick up something now. And of course, because we do professional qualifications, I understand the value of these, which you can start in college. I have had a great career because of that. I know many of our students, of course, have, and are faculty members. But if you are interested in doing MBA, please don't do it as an escape mechanism. I had a friend, Varun, he was working with a couple of brands, one of them being Fila. And he was feeling stuck. He was a chartered accountant and he was feeling a little stuck and he wanted to go to ISB Hyderabad. I met him one night and we were discussing it at length. He was seeking advice. And we concluded that he was trying to escape, right? It's not like ISB was assuredly going to give him, because first of all, getting into ISB itself was going to be a task, right? It's not just that you decide and you're going to get it, right? There is a lakhs of applicants wanting to get into these top 20 institutes and less than a few thousands get in. Be self-aware and then do it. By all accounts, do it. Please study, please earn degrees, please do your best to be ambitious and build a career. But this video is just pure awareness. Concluding thought is, if you want to do MBA, reverse calculate and actually ensure that you have if you're working in an existing company, make sure that that company is promising you that if you study this MBA, they will take you to the next level. Or you're basically studying. So CFAs generally combine MBA when they want to get into investment banking. So again, if there is a a reasonable approach rather than just I'll do MBA because that's what everybody does, or I'll do MBA because I've not done anything in my last few years, or I'll do MBA because that's the only way to get a higher salary. That's the wrong way to do it. If you have a methodical approach, I'm always keen. And whether it's MBA in finance, whether it's anything else, then it's irrelevant as long as you understand what MBAs can do for us. Reach out to us if there's anything else that we can do for y'all. Thank you.